What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo sports podcast. And we've got I'm gonna be Tim the Tap Man for a second. We've got a banger here for you today. Isn't that what he fucking says? I don't know if he watches YouTube videos. I think that's what he says. Another banger. But yeah, this is episode 206. Almost said sex. For the week of October 24th, 2021. And I'm so off the rails today that I already forgot to put the title in the fucking show notes. So there's that too. But
yeah, okay.
It's the title for this episode is Infinite Campaign Glow Up. Because yeah, it looks a lot better than it did last year. To put it simply. You know what I mean? Looks way better. If you're tuning into the live show, welcome. Before I get to introductions for ourselves, I just want to say welcome to Fat Boy Slim. Still love that name. Justin, a.k.a. Goalie Sniper. Yo, what's up? Frumpy Apollo. Love your name as well. And thank you for the follow on Twitter. And Brooks as well. Welcome to the live show. Everybody else that's trickling in, welcome. It's going to be a fun time today. We got a lot to talk about. So what's up, Mark? Marky Mark. Mark owns your face, not mine, but he owns yours. My name is Josh, a.k.a. JK Fire. And this week I'm joined by the man who is back in the back shirt. Build Against Cancer, that is. Yeah. Will, a.k.a. I, Mr. Mayhem. Will, how are you doing on this Monday afternoon?
Doing fine, man. I had to look at my shirt because I'm like, what shirt am I wearing? Oh, yeah. That one.
Don't worry. You know what would be really funny? Is if I wore it, too.
You have this one?
I do.
Yep. Oh, nice.
I do. We both have back shirts.
Back shirts.
Yeah. Bang!
Anyway, how are you?
You know, I'm tired as fuck, but I'm doing all right. It's up to you if you wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, well, yeah. Where did I go during the tour? I had to go. That's what I'll say. I had to go. Leave it at that.
Yep. Will texted me, and I said that he was just off to do more fun things. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Will.
Yes.
We've got a lot to talk about today.
Yes, we do. What do we have to talk about, though?
On this week's episode of the show. Well, first off, thank you for typing in the title in the show notes there. Look at you.
Yeah,
man, I can always count on my brother from another mother, to use that phrase.
Sure.
In a long time. Because people do think we are brothers.
Yeah, it's common. It's quite
really common.
We go get some Taco Bell.
Yep.
The merch line at the COD event.
Yep.
You guys brothers? We just look at each other like every damn time.
Well, the funny part is when we worked together.
Oh, yeah.
Because then everybody thought that we were brothers.
It's weird.
It is really weird. It's funny, though, but yeah, we're not brothers. Although it'd be cool if we were. We are in spirit.
In spirit,
In
yes.
spirit. On this week's episode of the show, we have tournaments are announced, obviously. Tournaments are recapped, obviously. Halo Infinite on PC details. Halo Infinite campaign overview impressions, and for the first time in a long time, we are going to do what everyone else already did, and we're going to run through the overview video ourselves. We're going to do it live with you guys, and we'll be pausing. We'll be talking about things that we see, so we'll do that later on in the show, so stay tuned for that. Halo 5 gets pushed aside. Understandably. It was bound to happen eventually, and now we actually have information on it. And finally, video games to round out the show. So without further ado, Will, let's get into some competitive news. Halo España announces a tournament. This is by Halo España, and they state on Twitter, and I quote, "Today we present the next tournament that we're going to organize, a Halo 3 Hardcore Doubles Tournament, November 7th, 4 p.m. UTC. So check that out. What's up, Snag? Welcome to the live show. Good to see you, bud. Hope you had fun shitting on me in Halo 3 as much as I had fun not shitting on you. LFTG announces return tournaments. This is by LFTG on Twitter, and I quote, "We are back every Friday until December 8th. We're hosting free-to-enter $100 2v2 brackets. To enter, join the Discord, post your team name and gamer tags in the 2v2 signups channel. A link to their Discord server is in the tweet in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show. Exclamation point show notes in chat like Mark already did, and make sure to go check that out. Next up, signups are officially open for the November 13th Halo 4 draft event. This is by Play Griffball. This is event number 2 of the Respawn All-Stars Halo 4 Griffball Fall Series presented by DJ Blue PDX and powered by PlayGriffball.com. Signups are included at the form included in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show, along with the draft pool Google Doc. It's on Saturday, November 13th at noon PST. It'll be Halo 4 on the Master Chief Collection, obviously, as with all of these events that are taking place in this series. Prizing is being provided by Astro Gaming, and these prize packages contain Astro headsets, microphones, and jerseys. Believe it or not. First place, each player of the first place team will be winning a customizable Astro A40TR headset, which can be seen by going to astro.id. In addition to the headset, first place winners will receive the Mixamp Pro TR, a blue Ice Pop microphone, and an Astro jersey, sizes small to XXL sizes upon availability only. It's a very fucking massive prize pool for first place, but that's not all. Second place, each player of the second place team will win an Astro A40 headset with a Mixamp Pro TR. And third place, each player of the third place team will be able to choose between an Astro A10 headset or an Astro A03 in-ear monitors. So, huge shout out to DJ Blue, Play Griffball, and Astro for making all this happen. But that's not all. Announcing Podtacular's first tournament, Fiesta Frenzy, in partnership with Forge Hub. This is by Podtacular. For a long time, we've considered the possibility of hosting our own Halo tournament, and through the generosity of the community and in partnership with Forge Hub, we're able to finally announce our very first event, the Fiesta Frenzy Tournament. Taking inspiration from the competitive aspects of Halo and the hectic nature of Super Fiesta, we're giving Halo 5 Guardians a send-out like no other in a tournament never considered. This is part of a larger event with Forge Hub, where the Forge community has created maps specifically for this tournament. If you've been following us on Forge Hub on social media lately, you may have already caught glimpses of some of the maps entered into the Forge contest that will be played on. Once judging is complete, the top picks will be sprinkled into the tournament bracket along with developer maps. We're excited to partner with Forge Hub on their last Forge contest before Halo Infinite arrives in December. With the results of the Forge contest expected in the first week of November, we're happy to announce our tournament dates. Saturday, November 13th at noon Eastern Standard, and then Sunday, November 14th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard. In typical competitive Halo fashion, we're putting together an HCS-style bracket with Super Fiesta game modes of Slayer, CTF, Strongholds, and Oddball, with some slight tweaks we've made to balance out the increased amount of player weapons and optimize scoring along with game time. We thoroughly tested these game modes and think they'll provide a good balance, at least as much as we can muster given we're dealing with Super Fiesta weapons. Notably, the following settings have changed. For Slayer, there's no changes. For Oddball, carrier shield percentage is 120%. For Stronghold, scoring frequency is 5 seconds and the score to win is only 75. For 3 flag, carrier shield percentage is 120% and the same for 5 flag. We've also partnered with Europa Halo and Halo Creation to bring their Arbiter production tournament tools to our stream. For those who don't know, Arbiter is a powerful community-built tool that brings tournament management capabilities and bracket display on stream to a very functional and easy-to-use interface. We're excited to use this tool and see how it enhances viewership for this one-of-a-kind event. If you want to get a glimpse of what Arbiter can do, check out the Twitter post that they include in their link. Now for the juicy details you're probably wanting to hear, the tournament prize pot. With the generosity of the Podtacular community through Twitch subscriptions, Patreon patrons, and donations, we are able to offer a $2,000 prize pool coinciding with the $2,000 Forge Hub contest for a total of $4,000 for the Fiesta Frenzy partnership. This prize pool breaks down as follows. The first place team will take home $1,000, second place will take home $650, and third with $350. Signups are available now and close November 6th at 9 p.m. EDT, or when the maximum 32 teams have registered. Learn more about the tournament rules and sign up for the tournament at the link they include, again, at their link, which we provide in our Google Doc of the show notes of the show. And finally, the last competitive news story that we have. Blue Team Tournaments Road to Infinite FFA Series updates. This is by Blue Team Tournaments. They state, we are almost there. 16 invitations have been earned. The stage is set and ready for our Halo Infinite $3,000 FFA. Now all that is left to do is wait. Information on dates in the stream will be coming later, but here are your qualifiers. And Will's going to run through the Halo 5 one in just a little bit. But for Halo Reach, you have King Nick. Who would have thought that? And Porky J. For Halo Combat Evolved, LGD Hellboy and STK Fitty. For Halo 2, we had Gunshot and Blizz. For Halo 2 Anniversary, we had Evolving and Bunny's Waddles. For Halo 3, Trushkov and Clonely. For Halo 4, Suspector and Moosh World. I'm going to skip Halo 5 because Will's going to get to that. And the lottery winners include Akulu and Falcon. And then we have the pools for the Infinite Finale. And I'm going to make sure to exclude the Halo 5 names. So, in Pool A, we have King Nick, STK Fitty, Gunshot, Bunny's Waddles, Trushkov, Moosh World, and Falcon, along with an additional player that we'll talk about soon. And in Pool B, we had Porky J, Hellboy, Blizz, Evolving, Clonely, Suspector, and Akulu, along with one other name that Will get to very shortly. That's it for the competitive news. Your upcoming terms of the week presented by NoobCom.com. Check out NoobCom.com for all Halo esports needs, but no merch yet. Also, welcome Shot and Voodoo Man to the live show. Friday, October 29th, because we just talked about it. The LFTG Halo 5 2v2 is coming back. So make sure to sign the fuck up if you want to compete in that. And then on Saturday, October 30th, we have the SWAT Nation Halo 5 4v4 SWAT Oween Reanimated. Those events are taking place over the weekend. Will, that's it for your upcoming tournaments of the week presented by NoobCom.com.
That was quick.
Yeah, check out NoobCom.com for all Halo esports needs. But what? What, Will? But
merch.
No merch, that's right.
Yeah.
Will, what do we got next? Rostermania!
A little bit of Rostermania.
Get used to the soundbite, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. We do have Twisted Sin Esports coming out with a team. It's Needles, Prius Lasers, Mrs. Heartbreak, and it's Treble. There you go. Another team entering the fold.
Definitely not all about that base.
It's Treble.
Yep.
That's it. That's all we got for Rostermania this week.
Awesome.
Moving on to the tournament and league recaps
Of the week,
yes. First up, Halo South Africa, Halo Reach 2v2 Cup results. In fourth place was a team called Cortana is Sexy.
I agree with that statement.
This included Tilla and Jason. Third place team. We just said fourth place team. Third place team. I think it's, butcher it. I don't want to butcher it, but I feel like I'm going to.
You give it a shot, and then I'm going to give it a shot if we don't have the same result.
Is it La Bendición?
I think it is. That's exactly what I was going to say, so I think you're right.
Robbles and Wicked. Second place went to Ethereal. Ethereal?
Yes.
Nick Meister and Silent Assassin, which the numbers.
Oh, yeah.
What do they mean, Mason? The numbers.
Yeah. But I mean, at least you can read that.
I figured, yeah.
It's not terrible, but I mean, it's not great either.
And first place, what a wonderful name to take first place. It's GG's, I guess. Explosive and Star Killer. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Do you want to try again?
No, I don't.
Statics.
Statics. I was reading, I saw the first part. Star Killer. That's where I'm thinking Star Wars.
That's Star Killer base, right? From
not only that, but that's what it wasn't going to be Skywalker. It was going to be Star Killer. Was the original,
which I do think sounds way more badass.
Well, yeah,
than
but
Skywalker. Oh, you fucking walk on stars. I kill stars, you fuck. I mean, you walk on skies, little bitch.
Anyway.
I kill stars.
DJ Blues PDX Respawn All-Stars Halo 4 Griffball Fall Series #1. What a title. It is fourth place. We have Zeg. Third, Raptor Rex. Second, Zeg the Third. Return of the Revenge of the Dino.
Jesus, what a great name.
And first went to Patriots.
How funny is that?
Fucking Patriots?
Fucking Patriots.
They're from New England? Boston? What's going on
Boston?
Here? What the hell?
You fucking Patriots.
We don't need Patriots winning more shit. All right. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
they're definitely not.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah,
not in the
well,
NFL.
at least not right now.
Now it's the Bucs. God
Yeah.
damn it. Next, Esports Arena.
Don't like Brady.
Halo 5 4v4 results. Brady's fine. You gotta respect him.
I just love how you're like, now it's the fucking Bucks. Hey, have you seen the Cardinals? They're still undefeated.
Fourth place for the Esports Arena Halo 5 4v4 is Virginia Velocity Latam. This included Guardian Flies, Juan MC, or Johan. I would say Juan, but it's Johan MC. Sepstars and Zarek.
It's just your pet name for him.
Maybe.
That's all it is.
Third place, taking home $100, Team PK, which I believe is Pittsburgh Knights. This is Drift, Tapping Buttons, Atso, and Bullet. Second went to Fire and Ice, taking home $300. Pool God, Magico, Noble, and Bullet. Wait a second.
Are there two bullets?
Two bullets. Explain Esports Arena in first place.
Or explain Maddie.
First place, Halo Team, October 24th.
Oh my God. The amount of care that they have.
$600 to them is Boo Boo Doo Avenue, Trippy, and Penguin.
Oh my God. Guys, get creative, goddammit. Come on.
Wow.
We had fucking Zeg the Third, Return of the Revenge of the Dino, and all you guys can come up with is Halo Team October 24th.
Hey, you know, I get it though. Like if you're different teams every week, you get it gets stale, right?
Fuck that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, better names, damn it.
Get some better names for Josh. Wait. I don't see
what. Are you skipping? Well, there you go, right there.
No, I see that.
Yeah, what?
Oh, it's just not in the same graphic. I'm sorry. What Josh talked about before: blue team tournaments,
So
Road
confused.
to Infinite Halo, FF5, FFA,
FF5, FF.
You know, it's a Monday. I'm ready for bed.
I'm right there with you.
Fourth place, Thy Coffee. Third place, Loco, taking home $50. Second place, taking home $150 is the Luffy 66624. And first place went to the Gold Star BR, taking home $400.
So therefore, in Pool A, you have Gold Star BR, and in Pool B, you had the Luffy. So there you go. Jesus Christ. Are we okay today?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Like, holy moly, bro.
Woo!
Yeah, the fucking coaster's still popping off. Oh, man. We're having fun today. All right. Lots of heat indeed, Frumpy. All right. Let's get into our topic of the show, shall we? Will?
Yeah.
So let's quickly talk about, there was a video that was released earlier this week, or earlier last week, technically speaking. And it was the Halo Infinite on PC overview, I guess you could say, right? So we don't need to rewatch this one. Instead, we can just talk about the main points that were made throughout the video. Okay, so here are the main points of said video. There will be 3 ranked hoppers, not playlists. There will be 3 ranked hoppers.
Yeah.
Okay? This has been confirmed. The 3 ranked hoppers will include ranked controller, ranked keyboard and mouse, and ranked cross input. So if you're worried about, if you're a keyboard and mouse player and you're worried about the aim assist that controller players may or may not have, you can strictly play. I don't mean that in a mean way, like just seriously, because this is a talking point. You can have a ranked keyboard and mouse only hopper. If you are a controller player and you're worried about keyboard and mouse players flicking with the sniper and you don't want to deal with that, you have a ranked controller hopper where you only play against controller players. And finally, if you just don't give a shit and you want to have the biggest population possible, you have a ranked cross input hopper. It is confirmed. These are real things that are happening for launch. Are you okay with this, Will?
Yeah. It gives people the option to play how they want. It makes me believe. So like when MCC came to PC, we saw some pretty high profile streamers jump in.
Yes.
And some get angry about the aim assist because they were keyboard and mouse controller or players and the controller players had the extra aim assist and they felt like they couldn't keep up on keyboard and mouse. Well, this just completely takes that excuse away. Other than, well, the pros are playing on controller and I,
Not necessarily all of them.
I
agree with your point. because like talking on behalf of what other people are complaining about. But yeah, we don't know. The first event hasn't happened yet.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what people are going to use when the game launches. We assume that the majority, especially of established pros, are going to use controller.
Right.
But that's assuming. We have
That's
no
true.
idea.
But yeah, I'm glad they did this. It gives people the way they play how they want to play. And I'm assuming they'll still have like their different ranked modes within these hoppers. FFA, Arena, whatever.
Again, I agree with you. We don't know what the playlists are going to be at launch, and we hope that there's an FFA one in there because everybody wants one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that. But you are right. Go
They're
ahead.
holding an FFA tournament at Raleigh. There better be a playlist for it,
You
at
would
least
think.
in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
So we're good on this. This
Thumbs
is
up.
a good thing.
Thumbs up.
Yes.
It does ask the question, how much are you breaking up your player base?
That's the one quote unquote worry that I have.
But
it is free to play.
My argument to that, free to play, brand new Halo game.
Cross-platform.
Cross-platform. This is supposed to be that return to form that brings people back to Halo. It feels like it's going to.
Yes.
Am I off base with that?
No.
You're
not off base at all.
Does this feel like, because part of me worries just a little bit because there's always been hype around new Halo games, no matter what they were. But then you get Reach, you get 4, you get 5, and it's just not the thing for certain people. But other people love it. So this is hopefully going to be the right thing for most, and hopefully brings a new era of Halo fan in as well, because it's that return to form. It's free to play. It's going to have more reach than it did before.
Right.
No pun intended.
Oh, God. Terrible game.
So hopefully there should be enough of a player base that this split doesn't matter.
I can agree with that. Frumpy asks, open bracketed events will still be controller based, right? Until the team FFA players make it to the pro bracket. I don't remember if Tashi talked about that during the interview that we had. This isn't meant to like just shamelessly plug, but I would go back and look for that, because I don't want to speak on behalf of him because I don't remember. So if it's not stated in that interview, I don't know. That's what I'm going to say. Brooke says it's PC and controllers on Series X's until the big time bracket, then PC and controllers on PC.
Yeah, so I think what he's saying there when he says it's PC, like it's keyboard and mouse and controllers on the Series X.
Yeah, until the champ bracket.
Until the champ bracket,
yeah,
which
and
will
then
be
it's mouse and keyboard and controllers on PC.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I got it. Just
Yes.
wanted to clarify.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for the clarification, Brooks. Then they briefly discussed that there will be an anti-cheat in the game. Couple things to make note of, because there was a big discussion in the Discord channel about this too. Couple points to note.
Mm-hmm.
One, we don't know if it's easy anti-cheat or not. We also don't know if it's kernel-based or not.
Yeah.
They did state, now for those wondering, MCC uses easy anti-cheat. That's if you boot up MCC on PC, you'll see easy anti-cheat pop up when like in the like loading window before the game actually loads in.
Yep.
What was said in the video though is that they are going to be consistently watching and determining if changes need to take place. I took that as I'm not trying to speak on behalf of them. This is my interpretation of what they weren't able to say. Okay? So take this with a grain of salt. This is my opinion. That makes me believe that, hey, we're not releasing a kernel level anti-cheat at launch, but if things get bad enough with this being a free-to-play multiplayer game, then we will make a kernel-based anti-cheat. That's what I took that as. Because the reason why I'm saying that, is because Valorant has a kernel level anti-cheat. It's called Vanguard, right?
Yep.
Funny that Call of Duty Vanguard's coming out. But Vanguard, Call of Duty Vanguard, for Warzone will have a kernel-based anti-cheat as well. And it sounds like, now, yes, these things are intrusive as all hell. There's a lot of reason to, I don't know if worry is the right word, but be
Cautious?
cautious. Yes, be cautious. Just be cautious with kernel level anti-cheats because they are embedded within your system and they'll track stuff about what you're doing. Now, there's all that. So, but with a kernel level anti-cheat, it's from what it looks like, at least with Vanguard for Valorant, it seems like it's doing its job. Would you say it's doing its job? Have you experienced anybody doing some mean shit?
Not personally, no, but I've seen straight up videos of people with like wall hacks, and who knows how long it takes them to get banned. But
sure. So I'll just say that was my interpretation of it. And they did say that they're going to be paying attention and they're going to be monitoring things over time. This isn't a set in stone thing. So whatever they release with that launch for their anti-cheat may not be the anti-cheat that is used a year down the line, 6 months down the line, 5 years down the line. You never know. Brooke says, people who know what really gets me going in 22, my loving partner Tosh. What? I'm so confused. But either way, that's what we got there. There was really no information. I just want to talk about the anti-cheat for a second because anti-cheat, especially with a, it's supposed to be a bulleted list. Oh, I'm sorry. The thing that I really wanted to discuss with this anti-cheat is that there wasn't a lot of information on it. And so I'm hoping that we get some more soon with whatever it's going to be.
Gotcha.
All right. Sorry, Brooks. My bad. The next thing that they talked about was a deployable LAN server. So for those who don't remember, during the Halo 5 days, there was the Windows 10 application for the Halo 5 server or whatever the fuck it was called. And that thing crashed and burned hard.
Yeah.
So they are doing a deployable LAN server. This is not like a Windows 11 application or anything like that. Okay. But there's a deployable LAN server. And, or actually, I don't know. I can't say that it's not a Windows 11 application because I don't know. But from Tashi, he states, the LAN server feature seen in the video will be what's used for HCS events. It's insanely easy to set up and get running. That's awesome. Hopefully it works.
Yeah, that's, and I have faith that it will this time.
I really hope so because it sounds like this was made from the get-go. And this is what we've talked about from the beginning is that everything feels like it's been built from the ground up for this game.
Sure.
Instead of trying to be like shoehorned in and be like, fucking deal with it, you know? Brooke says, we had a good H5 LAN server experiences. Overall took a couple of basically professionals to get it going right, though. Yeah, understandably. Next up, this is a big one, okay?
Yeah.
Xbox, Discord, and Steam friends integration. So what you'll be able to do is see all of your friends on all those services and invite right away. No having to finagle with stupid shit a la MCC as it currently stands. Now, again, this is one of those things where it feels shoehorned in, you know? And it's unfortunate. They can't really do much there. But with this, again, kind of built from the ground up, they want to make it as easy and seamless as possible to get your friends in your game and go.
Yeah, because I was having issues with MCC. Like, I never see you on my friends list on MCC.
That's fucking annoying.
And I either have to join someone who already joined you or just wait for an invite. I can't just join on you.
Right.
So, yeah, hopefully this works well.
Yes.
It would be very nice.
Indeed. And then another thing, not huge, but still cool. If you have these peripherals, there's a Razer Chroma integration. So for those who don't know, for those who are not necessarily in the PC space, Chroma is Razer's software for RGB, for colors, and it synchronizes with specific titles, like with specific games. So for instance, with Halo Infinite, like if your shields are broken or whatever, then your keyboard may pulse red, and just have different effects based on what's happening in the game. And other games do this as well. Logitech has stuff that this works with. I think Corsair has stuff that this works with. But Halo 343, Microsoft are having a exclusive partnership with Razer. They have Halo Infinite peripherals that you can purchase. There's a mouse, a keyboard, and a mouse mat, and a headset. But their Chroma integration is for their RGB, for their lighting to be continuous amongst the peripherals, and it happens with different things that happen in the game.
Yep.
So
pretty neat.
Pretty neat indeed. It's okay, Frumpy. Don't worry about it. Just got the mouse in. It looks beautiful. Can't wait for the keyboard to ship. Hell yeah, Snag. Glad you enjoy it. And then finally, the last part about this PC video that we're going to discuss, there is an AMD RX 6900 XT GPU. It's a graphics card. That's what GPU is. And it is not for sale. Instead, you can try to win one. One of 117 to be exact. Funny enough. Yep. So from Razer, they state, prepare for battle and get a chance to win simply by sharing and tuning into our stream now. Well, not now. But from now, as in earlier, till November 15th, be sure to keep a lookout at the link provided in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show, exclamation point show notes in chat, for daily opportunities to score yourself one of these super exclusive graphics cards and more. So again, go to the link. They have daily tasks that you can complete to get additional entries. And they also have like a grand prize one that you can fill out to get an entry. So if you want a chance to win one of 117 of the exclusive Halo Infinite Edition RX 6900 XTs, then go ahead and do it up. Do it up. And then there was an Xbox article, an Xbox news article that released. Okay. And I brought this in because this talks specifically about the AMD partnership that 343 and Microsoft have for Halo Infinite. And I brought 2 bullet points over from this article, but if you want to read the whole one, Google Doc of the show notes of the show. Most excitingly, though, we're looking forward to working closely with AMD to bring ray tracing to Halo Infinite. But of course, there's a caveat to this. Ray tracing is one of our top development priorities post-launch, and look forward to sharing more soon. So, another post-launch.
It's good to know that it's coming, though.
Yes.
And I'm glad they got out in front of it, because if it came out and there was no ray tracing off the bat, people would be like, what the heck?
Right.
You know, I have this expensive GPU that there's no ray tracing. This is a AAA game, you know? I could see that being a little bit of outrage if it wasn't discussed beforehand.
And the other thing to keep in mind, too, is that ray tracing for AMD cards is not to the same level as it is with with NVIDIA cards, but it is getting better over time. And obviously, NVIDIA was the company that like coined RTX, you know, but ray tracing is available on any higher end GPU.
And the fact of the matter is, with any sort of technology like this, when other companies start to catch up to the leader, things expand and grow because you need to all stay competitive.
Yep. Creates competition. So AMD is getting better within the space. And it is cool to see that they are going to be having it in Halo Infinite post-launch. And then finally, to celebrate the next era of Halo, beginning October 26th, AMD will include a code for 1 month of Xbox Game Pass for PC with purchase of select AMD Radeon and AMD Ryzen boxed products at participating retailers and e-tailers. So AMD customers can play Halo Infinite on day 1 with Game Pass.
Nice.
And then finally, I said finally before, but I mean it this time. I took a clip of the YouTube video. We don't need to play it, but I just wanted to bring mention of it because I never saw it mentioned anywhere else. Okay. Cross progression. So Halo Infinite is releasing on the Xbox One family of consoles. So the Xbox One, the One S, the One X, the Series S, the Series X.
Yes.
Okay. Windows Store and Steam.
Yeah.
There was something mentioned, and the reason why I clipped it is because it specifically mentioned it. If it didn't specifically mention this, I would have just said, fuck it, who cares? but it specifically mentioned it. Forget the gentleman in the video, but it was stated that campaign cross save. He mentioned campaign cross save between the Xbox family of consoles and the Windows Store. No mention of Steam. And the reason why I said that I wanted to include this is because right after that statement, he said, and multiplayer progression will be across everything.
It's the different. The fact that you had two different statements for that makes the question. So
I'm wondering if campaign cross save will not be a thing between Steam and consoles and Steam and the Windows Store for PC versions. I'm wondering. Because I didn't see anything else said about that online or anything like that. And that has me, I'm worried that it's going to come out and people are going to, if this is true, because this is an assumption. The reason why I included that is because the two statements were back to back.
Yeah.
And it specifically made point to not include Steam in the cross save for campaign.
Just my question is you are able to, they said Steam, Discord integrations.
Mm-hmm.
You think that Steam would carry over to the consoles as well.
And with that, they made point to talk about the friends capability.
Right, the friends. But
well, I agree with you though.
If there's already friends cross,
yeah,
why isn't there save
dude?
data?
I don't know. And again, this is all assumption. I can't say that this is a fact that that's the way it's going to be, but I'm worried that if the game releases and it's like that, and people realize it for the first time, there could be, I don't know how big of an uproar, but I feel like there could be an uproar regardless of size within the community to be like, why the fuck wasn't this talked about more?
Yep. And that's it. If it is a thing, maybe they need to get out in front of it.
Right.
That would be the biggest help is people knowing before they purchase, right?
Yes.
You want all the information before you purchase a product. So
yes.
Yeah.
Or as much as you can possibly get.
Right.
So maybe I'll do like a tweet at someone and see if they have any information. Brooks says, you guys are so thorough and so sharp. Much appreciated and respect. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
The conversation before too. Shame they didn't offer a fist fight with 116 other people as an option to win one of the GPUs.
Oh my God. They should have had like that Josh fight that took place. Remember that?
And Snag says, whoa.
Wow.
Is that a
that was a bit?
That's a bit?
Yeah, that's a bit right there.
Is that our first bits?
That's our first bits, I think.
Ever?
I think so. Frumpy,
oh,
Frumpy,
man.
Thank you for the 100 bits. Wow, woo.
You gotta woo for
get the woo for bits?
I guess I'm wooing for bits over here.
All right, you woo for bits. I'll woo for subs. Got it? Cool.
Okay. I can't woo for every single bit though, because like people might spam like one bit.
No, I
right?
need 100 woos from you right now.
No, it's
no, it's okay. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Frump. Man, that's great.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. Look at your new badge you got there too. Look at that. Wowzer Bowser.
Oh man. I lost my train of thought. I forgot what we were talking about.
You were talking about the fight. The fist fight between 116 other people, and I said, "What about a Josh fight? Like what happened before?"
Oh, where all the Joshes meet up?
Yeah.
What about like, 400, Squid Game?
And yo, Brooks with the primer. Thank you so much. You, sir, get a woo. There it is. Thank you so much. You guys are great.
Squid Game for GPUs.
I still need to watch that, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I do need to watch that though.
I love that a bunch of games are coming out with like custom modes based off of Squid Game.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yo, Brooks, what the fuck? Oh, he's got to get 5 now. Shit. Brooks with the 5 gifted subs to Jamar, Mark Owns Your Face, Bobetta Feta, Natana, and Halo Creation. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Holy moly. That means woo, 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 woo. Clearly that didn't work.
Nah, I thought it would.
It's okay. If 5 come through, 5 come through. It's all good. And see, this is what you're worried about with the other thing.
So they're doubling up though. That's what's happening. So
okay,
I'm gonna mute that so they don't double up.
All right, sounds good. All right. God damn, you guys are so nice. Thank you so much. Holy moly. Wowzers.
Bowser.
Like should we? Earlier. Yes, Wowzer Bowser. Okay, look, I realize how stupid it sounded like after I said it. You know what's really funny? This is genuinely hilarious.
Okay.
I was looking at the football scores over the weekend, right?
Okay. The NFL scores?
Yep, the NFL scores. Sorry for the soccer folks out there. I was looking at the NFL scores over the weekend, and I saw how, like, a couple teams got fucking blown out of the water. Like, the Chiefs got blown out by the Titans, and, like, just other games.
Yeah.
The Baltimore Ravens got destroyed by the Bengals, and I was looking at this, and then I saw the Patriots, I think, got over 50 on the Jets. No, I know the Jets, but, like, I saw that, and my daughter's in front of me, and I'm like, holy moly. And I just said that. Linnea just turns around, she's like, holy moly. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah. Holy moly. Like, what the fuck?
It's great.
Oh, it's great. Holy shit. It's crazy. Yeah, sometimes I say stupid shit. I say stupid shit all the time. What am I talking about? All right. Will.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the Halo Infinite campaign overview. What we are going to do is, did that mute that or not?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
I hope.
Now we are. Okay, we're good. So, click back into Audacity so we're good there.
Thank you.
Yep, absolutely. Go ahead and switch to the scene.
Hey.
Nice. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to take some time and we're going to watch together. You probably already seen it, but, you know, why not watch it again? It's Halo. Who gives a shit?
It dropped today, so.
It did drop today. Woo! Brooks says Jets passing touchdowns last 2 weeks. 1 Derrick Henry passing touchdown. Jets passing touchdowns last 2 weeks. 1 Derrick Henry passing touchdowns last week. 1.
Yeah.
I thought that was fucking
Yeah,
hilarious
that
that they did that. Oh my God, Derrick Henry can do it all, man. He can run the fucking ball like no other, and he can pass it too. Who would have thought? Also, I sent you the clip, but did anybody watch Daniel Jones's catch?
The catch, the
one-handed catch.
That was insane,
dude. Daniel Jones, for people who don't know, he is the New York Giants quarterback, and let's just say that there it is, Brooks. We have OBJ at home, son. It was a fucking Odell Beckham Jr. catch.
Yeah.
Of the quarterback of the Giants. I'm like, I saw that clip and I immediately sent it to Will. I'm like, that's the fucking quarterback of the Giants.
It's great.
Holy shit, dude. It's crazy. I love the NFL. I love how, oh my God, football season's the best season ever. God, it's so great. Okay. But let's get to this. So what we're going to do is we're going to break down, we're going to do it live. And we'll pause the video throughout. We'll talk about what we see, what we like, what we potentially don't like based off what we see, so on and so forth. So this is the Halo Infinite campaign overview. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is our deep dive. And I don't know why I'm trying to use that mouse when that mouse doesn't fucking control this. Jesus Christ. All right. So without further ado, should we get into it?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's do it up. Hold on. Okay, good.
Since the beginning, Halo was about Master Chief and Cortana, partners protecting humanity.
So right off the bat, Cortana's purple again. For those who don't know, she was purple in Halo 1.
Not blue?
Nope, not blue. So like if you go back and you play H1, she's purple. So the thought process is that, so I've seen 2 stories, right?
Okay.
One, a spiritual reboot of Halo.
That's why.
So why not bring her back as purple, right?
Sure.
And the other story along the same lines is that, well, Halo 1, she was purple, and you technically have a second. You have Cortuna, Impostana, right?
Yeah.
That's what we did, Cortuna Impostana, and she's blue. So it's like, why have both of them be blue?
Sure.
But I don't know.
I think it is the reference to
H1.
Halo 1.
Yeah.
You also can this whole time, right? Like Cortana was trying to avoid rampancy, all that, trying to like regather herself. Is this like a sign that maybe she is like refreshed? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, that was just like a vision.
it was a vision, but
I understand where you're going. Brooks also says, or is she just purple in Chief's memory of her in this moment? Chief reminiscing to their meeting.
Yeah.
Could be. It very well could be. Very well could be. Let's continue. Okay.
But that is now a distant memory. Humanity is fighting for survival. The Banished have risen, defeated our heroes, and taken control of the mysterious Zeta Halo. We need a savior. We need hope.
Also love how the music changed from classic to now.
Spartan 117, Master Chief.
Yeah, we do, baby.
We have a new mission, soldier.
What is it? What's down there?
A weapon.
A weapon? How many guns do you need?
So the weapon
Well,
is the AI.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're going to talk about,
we'll
but
get there.
I'm just saying, just so people don't assume.
Let them assume.
Look at the trees.
You got a problem with the trees?
Yeah, fucking gross. Moving on. I'm just kidding. The geometry's fixed on the things. The pillars don't look like shit anymore, basically, is what we're getting at. So, before we continue, Will, I don't know if you saw this, but there's been a lot of speculation. Do you see the back right? The jagged things coming out?
Yep.
People are wondering, is that a Guardian that's sitting back there?
Oh.
Yeah. So that's been a lot of the talk on the Twitters that I've been seeing so far. Is that a Guardian? Because if you think about it, there aren't many other things in the Halo universe that have those edges.
That's very true.
You know what I mean? And the other funny thing is that, so this is,
It really does look like the top.
and Brooks says this does look like a Guardian. So the point is, this is a direct continuation off of Halo 5's story.
Yeah.
Halo 5 Guardians story. Okay? So I would assume, I don't know, but I would assume that there has to be some type of Guardian in this shit, right? And the other thing, this isn't a spoiler because it's in the video, or not in the video really, but like, we also don't see any Foreigner enemies. Kinda. Besides like the last thing, but, well, the two things.
I think we
But we
will.
don't see like knights or any of that stuff. So I don't know.
Well,
Or soldiers or walkers, crawlers, whatever. I don't know.
I feel like they'll be there
You do?
eventually.
Okay. Because
I'll-
we have
I'll-
we have brutes for sure. We have elites. We have the Covenant and we have brutes for sure. And then we have the new ones that we're going to see soon. I want to see the Rig Sandworm up close, Gears of War 2 style. I want Dune Part 2. That's what I want. Sorry to keep. Should we continue?
Sure.
Okay. I'm sorry to keep pausing.
No, all good.
A little more wildlife.
Wildlife, yeah.
Yep. And we also see what looks to be kind of like a barren type area as well. The trees broken,
Mhm.
more like a scorched earth type scenario, I guess you could say, kind of showing off the different types of terrain that we could expect.
Yeah. And it might depend on where banished forces are or have been.
Yes. Yes. So we have probably what appears to be like an outpost or something is what we'd think. And then what is that supposed to be like banished tech?
The red makes me think so.
Right. That's what I assume as well. Can't really tell what else is going on back there. I don't know if it's just like to show off the geometry though, or just the scene, but. Okay.
Grapple.
Not just that.
He's being shocked by it.
Okay. So the question is this an upgrade to the grapple shot? Because I think it has to be. Because pay attention to what happens after this.
You also see there are blue lines on that grapple shot moving toward. You see those?
Yeah.
That makes me think it is the grapple shot and that he wasn't hit by a weapon prior.
And you're about to see that again. In exactly that point. So watch what happens after this one dies.
In the biggest campaign to date, Halo Infinite invites players to become Master Chief.
Right there.
Oh, yep.
Yep. So the second brute that he uses the grapple shot on gets shocked as well, which makes me believe we see upgrades later, which makes me believe this is an upgrade to the grapple shot, which adds shocking ability to it. And you, like you said, you still see the blue lines coming from the grapple shot to the enemy.
And discover true Spartan freedom in the most wide open and adventure-filled Halo experience yet. But Chief won't be alone on the journey. His first mission is to retrieve a new AI, codenamed the Weapon.
It's been 6 months. Where have you been?
Do you want me to pause it?
Well, someone did bring up a point that fusion coil electricity in the water. Could it have been? It's weird though that he did break the fusion coil, but the shock happened as soon as he grappled him.
And you see the lightning coming from the grapple shot. Like you see it going from the grapple shot to the enemy.
Or we know that like lightning damage can move from weapon to weapon. Is that just lightning damage coming to Chief though, because he's now attached to that thing in the water?
Sure. So if we go back real quick to the first one that gets hit, is the first one in water? The first one's not in water.
He's up on the bank a little bit.
Yes. So the first one is not in water.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see.
But yeah, it does make me think fusion coil,
The
grapple
upgrade.
shot upgrade.
Yeah, because we're gonna see an upgrade to the thrust as well later on in the video.
Mm-hmm.
So, and maybe we'll see an icon for the grapple shot in that picture as well to determine whether or not this is the case.
Sure.
But let's move on.
6 months. Where have you been?
Following the events of Halo 5, Master Chief is searching for the answer to a troubling question. What happened?
Okay, well, there's Cortana again being purple.
Yep.
So I don't know if it was a memory thing either, but who knows? But there she is being purple again.
Happened to Cortana?
Yeah, what
I
happened
was
to her?
created to lock down Cortana, but I don't know why. What did she do that was so wrong?
So before we talk about this real quick,
Yeah.
the fact that Cortuna Impostana says, or the weapon, when she says, what did she do? Like, I don't know why I'm supposed to take her out. What did she do that was so bad? Remember at the end of Halo 5 where all the AIs were like with Cortana,
Mm-hmm.
standing alongside her, be like, fuck all you guys. We're with this bitch now. I'm worried in a good way, that the weapon might turn as well at some point during the game. And be like, I don't know why I was designed to destroy her, but she seems like a badass bitch. I want to be with her now. I don't know. That's like a fucking like tinfoil hat theory right there. But
Yeah. I'll just have to see how it plays out.
we'll have to wait and see. But this
You can call weapons or
vehicles.
to you.
Yes. And the other thing too is, so you see the Warthog
Yeah.
or the Razorback. You see the Razorback icon there. But when he calls it up,
you can switch.
also look at the ships in the background. I didn't even notice that. But okay.
Yep.
But you see, you can pick what you want. And I found this really funny.
That he drops it off?
The way he drops it off.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's just like the traditional plop. Yep. I thought that was so funny.
Yep.
The answer
But it
is
creates
somewhere
some,
on Zeta Halo.
It creates some, that guy that basically is helping Chief
Yeah.
is actually like scavenging. It makes me think he's scavenging this ring for things to help
Yeah.
Chief out on his
Yes.
journey here. So I think that was really cool.
Yes. And another shot of the pillars looking a lot better than the last time. Also, another thing to kind of pay attention to as well is that, one, I don't think we know what hardware this is running on.
Mm-hmm.
And also, just because I included that statement, if you look, draw distance appears pretty big. I don't think we see much of any pop-in either, and that was another big contention point with the first reveal.
Right, you saw the grass kind of
Yep.
go in and out.
Yep. So,
There aren't very many grassy terrains here, though, but I'm going to keep an eye on that moving
yes,
forward.
please do, and let me know if we see anything. Brooks says, do we get all the weapons and vehicles from Gerard Butler's brother, or are there any other UNSC boys? That's a good question. We do see Marines later on,
Yep.
and we'll see them shortly. And then Frumpy says, he's definitely Gerard Butler's brother. Great comparison. Yeah, that's fine. I didn't even think about that. Does kind of look like him. All right, let's continue.
Well, there is one point I wanted to make about the
please
Marines,
do.
but when we get there,
Okay.
Let's go.
Halo. A damaged world full of wonder, mystery.
So look at that draw distance. Like,
Yeah.
that's remarkable. And again, we don't know the hardware that this is being run on at this point. We don't know if this is a Series X. We don't know if this is a high-end PC. We don't know.
It would be nice to know.
It would be nice to know. Granted, you know what? Real quick,
Do you think it's in the
I'm going to check the description.
description? Yeah.
Yep. Just in case. You never know. Nothing. Nothing stated in the description.
Yeah.
So there's that.
For that, just that image is incredible.
Way better than last year
Like
for
the
sure.
ship coming over the top too.
Mhm. You can see the water on the bottom there.
The-
The way far different levels of terrain that's happening.
The fog on the right.
Yep. It looks fantastic. All right, let's continue.
And danger. And at every
No fall
turn,
damage?
the banished
Yeah. Yep. So no fall damage. I think we witnessed that in the flight as well, like for the multiplayer aspect. So there is that.
are hunting Master Chief and the remnants of the UNSC.
Victory is already ours. We will meet on the battlefield.
The banished army is spread across the surface, building fearsome strongholds and outposts with no one to stop them. Until now.
That looks so good.
Yeah. So one of the things that's common to brutes is that they have their berserk mode.
Yep.
Right. And that's what we saw there. What happened was this typically happened in Halo 3 when a brute's shields were destroyed. And then they'd go berserk and then they'd charge. So cool to see that happening there with the banished. It looked like at full health as well. So there's that. We see hunters making a comeback here. And there's your thrust.
Yep.
Okay. And that one looked standard because we're going to see an upgraded thrust shortly, but that just looked like a standard thrust.
So something I'm seeing here too is the outline on the left. Like you see your damage, where
Yes.
the damage came from. So is that showing like it's like almost like a double? Like you took damage on the left twice.
See, I think one of the biggest criticisms in the first reveal was the yellow fucking honeycomb shit that was like
Was too much.
was too much. And one of the complaints from the flight is not knowing where you're getting damaged from. So I think this was like, hey, we've been working on the campaign for so long. This is showing you, hey, this is where you're being damaged from.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And more of a visual representation of, oh, I got fucking hit on my left side.
Yeah.
So
It does come in and go away really quick.
yes, it does.
So it's not too distracting during gameplay.
What we're about to see here as well is that in other Halos as well, when you shoot, depending upon the level of the enemy, like the rank of the enemy, it may take more than one sniper shot, even sniper headshot, to kill an enemy, as we're about to see here.
Wonder what that'd be like on
From the
Legendary.
beginning
Right.
of the Halo
So you see the two shots, one to take the helmet off, the other to kill.
Yep.
saga, Master Chief has been a hero, ready to fight.
So for that made me think of like the yellow thing that was being destroyed there.
From the beginning of the Halo saga, Master Chief
So that made me think of like the supply points in Halo Wars 2. I know a lot of people didn't play that game, but like the Halo Wars 2 is a real-time strategy game. There's a lot of resource gathering and whatnot to build troops, so on and so forth. And that reminds me of something from that game. I'm not saying it's the same thing, but it just reminds me of something from that
So you
game.
see that they've captured Marines, and they're holding Marines there. Am I seeing that right?
Oh my God, I'm an idiot. I didn't even notice that.
So that's
completely different than what I'm talking about, and you're 100% right. Completely take what I just said away.
so it's really cool if, as we'll see, you can Marines kind of act in the same way where they'll hop on a Warthog to help you out. So it's cool that you can go on missions. It just creates more of that backstory that these Marines were on this ring fighting for the UNSC.
Yes. And the whole point of the Banished is to delete all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
very cool.
Yeah. More of
Chief
that
has been
backstory.
a hero,
Yes.
ready to fight and win against impossible odds.
So here we go. This is them getting in the Warthog too.
Chief?
So you see them, they have weapons. You see the one Marine has an AR. So I don't know if this is the same scene,
Mm-hmm.
but he destroyed the thing, freed the Marines. Marines are now fighting alongside him.
Is that you?
You also
You're
see
safe
the smoke in the background there.
The red trail, yep.
Yes. We also saw smoke in one of the first, like when Chief walks up with the orange smoke, or someone is walking with the orange smoke.
Oh,
Chief,
yeah.
and Chief shows up.
It was it was like the first reveal.
It makes me think those are going to be mission indicators or like side mission indicators
Sure.
when you're exploring the ring.
Very well could be. Very well could be. The other thing, he used a repulsor here for a second, too.
Odds.
I want to see what he repulsed.
Is that you?
You're safe now.
Oh, he just repulsed the enemy. Okay. Okay. So they get in the Warthog, and this is funny because of what happens next. Oh. Just drives them off a fucking cliff.
But what if it's a friend?
It isn't.
Yes. Shields.
Yup.
Enemy health bar for, I would assume, bosses or mini bosses of areas.
That he has a name,
Yep.
Tremonius, or however you pronounce it. So yes, this sounds like an elite level, not like an elite, but like an elite level enemy or like a mini boss, like you're saying. Brute's having jetpacks again. This was a thing that we've already seen in other Halo titles. So there's that. Okay.
Another look at the TAC map.
Yes. So now we have a little bit more of an indicator on area collectibles. You can see them over on the bottom left. We have skulls making a return, but there's a lot of other points as well.
In the bottom right, it does say fast travel offline.
So
Fast travel will be a thing.
It will be a thing. That is very nice to know. We have our upgrade tab as well. It looks like the tabs stay the same from previously.
Yep.
You can set waypoints. You have your missions tab you can open with Y or whatever you're going to be using so that you have options there.
We do see the LB and the RB, so we know this person is playing on controller.
Yes. Also, there's a targets tab.
Do you think that's like you're going to have high profile banish you learn about that you have to take out?
That's what it's making me think of for sure.
Maybe it's like what other there's been games like that.
Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor.
That's the one I'm thinking of. Yes.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey has a cultist deal that's around the same thing. Yeah.
Take out the let's like the old mafia tree, right? Family tree, and you take out the bottom to the top to get to the top, right?
Maybe it'll reduce banished forces that are in the area depending upon who you kill. Like in that, maybe they're tied to specific areas.
Yeah.
Or maybe when like you liberate an outpost or whatever it is, it reduces the amount of forces that are in the area.
Maybe you'll see, maybe that's where we'll see like Banished move out and Covenant move in, or Forerunner show up then.
Oh shit. Ooh. So it's like a Pokemon Gold and Silver experience where you beat the main game and then the second game starts.
Yeah.
Where instead of Vanish, it's Forerunner. That'd be sick as fuck.
But
Promethean.
Yes, Promethean.
Yes, my bad.
You said Forerunner first.
I don't want people breathing down my neck.
Correction. So this is going to be a long-term game, and there is going to be, I would assume, add-ons down the line.
It's what we're hoping for sure. If it's a 10-year game, hopefully they don't just focus on multiplayer.
I feel like there should be more story as we go.
Yeah.
This could create that, like, you cleared this ring, but then here comes some more, like, and I don't want it to be like, this is going to sound weird, but Destiny has, like, story updates, but they're not, like, real story updates. They're, like, side story updates.
Right.
Which do add to the universe, but I would like to see, after this first campaign, hopefully we all blow through it pretty quick, because we all love Halo.
Yes.
But after this initial story is done, I hope there is more updates to continue the story further and push it's 10 years, man. They say it's going to be that long of a game. I have to have more story.
It's a Destiny all over again.
Yeah.
But this time with more emphasis on like lore and whatnot, because full single player experience. Frumpy states fast travel reminds me of Breath of the Wild. It very well could be like that, where maybe the outposts are like the towers from a Far Cry or an Assassin's Creed, where those are your fast travel points.
Oh, yeah.
Again, all assumption. I have literally no fucking idea. Frumpy states, I feel like with the brand Halo Infinite, there needs to have this never-ending energy to the game. Otherwise, LOL. In all aspects. I can agree with that for sure.
Sure.
Absolutely. All right, let's continue. So, do you have any type of idea what those other icons can mean? It looks like we have a gas station on the far left. I honestly don't know, besides like the two over from the right looks like nav points. Maybe those are your like outposts or whatever. I have literally no idea what any of those mean. Maybe some of them are intel.
Maybe
What's up, Maddie? Welcome back.
they're probably not showing it because they don't want us to know. Right?
Oh, sure.
Yet.
Oh, yeah,
They're
you don't want to
all
give
black.
everything away.
But like maybe one would be like that weapon or vehicle spawn point, right? Like
Sure.
one's like obviously there's skulls that you can collect.
Yes. Looks like there were two in that area
So
that he's in.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's
Interesting.
fucking weird. Oh.
Players now have more freedom than ever before to take down.
So when they zoom in, more things appear.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go back to what that showed.
Players
With
now
the
have more
FOB,
freedom
follow
than
base?
ever before.
Forward operating bases reveal banished and UNSC activity in the surrounding region. Serve as fast travel hubs.
There you
Boom.
go.
So that's the icon for them. Okay, we got that. And rally points for UNSC Marine fire support and provide access to vehicle drops, weapons, and weapon variants. So
there
that's
it
what
all
we saw
that's-
earlier.
That's it too.
Gaining Valor unlocks available resources at all captured FOBs, defeating the banished and access the control terminal to claim this FOB.
Yeah. So it becomes you take over that base, and it becomes like a
It's your forward operating base of
it's
operations.
literally like a war. You take
Yes.
over that area, that's your base to operate from.
Yes, absolutely. So let's see if they hover over the purple one.
I don't believe they do, but
Oh, and we also see one of the icons.
yeah, that's the square looking
Yep.
icon.
So I wonder if that is like intel, like an audio log or something like that you collect within the base. Like it's a collectible that you get within the base.
I honestly hope there's stuff like that, and I hope that it's not all readily available to you.
Okay, like unlocked after certain points within the game.
No.
or-
I'm saying like make me scavenge, man.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
just like the banished guy's dead and he drops the audio file.
No, oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, like any other exploration type action adventure game.
yeah, make
Go find shit.
that's yeah.
Yeah, I agree completely. It should definitely be like that. All right.
To take down the banished anywhere.
Okay, ransom
choose?
keep.
Ransom keep. Oh, they do.
Okay, so primarily operated by banished loyal Sangheili warriors, this outpost's primary functions seems to be related to the appropriation of UNSC material. So again, we have other. So like I said, I think that rectangle-looking one is. The horizontal rectangle-looking one is intel. I think
Yeah.
that's what that is. But I have no idea what the other ones are. And then it looks like your Valor. I think that's what the star with the wings is. I think it's like you get 100 Valor for doing that.
And then you can use Valor to then upgrade your items. I think that's what that's used for.
Or, well, it said
Players now have more freedom than ever before.
Valor unlocks available resources at all captured FOBs.
Resources, right?
Yep.
So you spend Valor on getting vehicles then? Maybe
So we,
vehicles, weapons, maybe upgrades. You might use Valor for like that's your like
so
XP,
we're at 338 right now.
right?
We're at 338. I want to get to where they right here.
Where he selected the vehicle.
I want to see if there's a price associated with it.
We don't see one.
What did she do that was so wrong? What did she do that was so wrong?
Nope, just call in vehicle.
Right.
So I wonder if it's just like the amount of Valor that you get just unlocks things, or is it a spending on something?
Maybe though,
Sure, go ahead.
maybe you have to like in the FOB purchase what vehicle you want or would like available.
And then it just becomes available in the rotation.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can go up, call in your vehicle, it becomes available in the rotation. And I'm hoping, which would be nice from a lore or timing thing. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Perspective is that it takes time, right? Like you want a wasp, that dude's got to go find a wasp on the ring somewhere. You can't just you just not like, oh, I got a wasp,
and then just drops it like it's nothing.
Yeah.
I thought that was really funny. Yeah, who knows? It's gonna be.
Some people might not like that because they want their gameplay to be continuous.
Sure.
But when you're creating a game like this, I feel like the feel of the ring, the being so immersed in that,
it's a full blown fucking world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like it to be that way personally.
Absolutely.
Have more freedom than ever before to take down the Banished any way they choose.
Banished facility up ahead, Chief. Some kind of salvage operation.
Okay, so it shows up when you go up to it, when you see it and you're in the vicinity. It pops up on your HUD as, "Hey, here's what this is. Here's your objective." You can see it at the top left. Fucking do the thing.
What do we do?
Shut it down. Permanently.
So we see the chopper coming back. Yep. We already knew it was coming back, but we actually get to see it in action this time. The other thing I wanted to say was when he blew up the silo with the rocket, it immediately reminded me of Just Cause. So like in Just Cause, you have to cause destruction, right?
Yep.
And the whole point of that is you blow shit up. And that's what it immediately reminded me of, because in a Far Cry or an Assassin's Creed, you have bases that you take care of and whatnot. There are times where you blow shit up. It just immediately reminded me of Just Cause. But either way, Chopper's back. Here we go.
Yep.
So we do see that they have multiple upgrades unlocked for everything, but you have grapple shot, shield core.
Does that mean you get stronger shields?
I think so, because that doesn't say overshield, and we already know that it's called overshield. Threat sensor, which threat sensor, shoot it out, causes a little thing to come out. Drop wall. It looks like you have one that increases or maybe decreases the time it takes to do one, or increases the time it takes to the time it's on the field.
Yeah.
You have a strength one, it looks like, so it increases the strength of the drop shield. I wonder how much that is. And then we have thruster, which they're going to use.
What do we have here?
And it activates a camo.
Yeah.
Which is fucking bonkers.
It's kind of sick.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
You see, as soon as he swings, he comes out of that camo. So it's not like you get to run around with camo for a while. I wonder if that's...
It's just to be like a little upgrade to your thrust, because it's just equipment.
Yep.
You know, I mean, granted, they do say that overshield and camo are equipment in this game too, because they're pickup and whatnot. But either way,
what if? No, I'm really seeing some potential for some custom games here. Like,
oh god, yeah, are you kidding me?
Like hide and seek. So everyone has thrust with camo, and you thrust right off the bat.
Sure.
And you just have to stay crouched and walk around this like maze or something until you find people.
Sure.
Or even like something with that shocking grapple shot, right?
Yeah.
There's like a wall that you don't like. You can grapple someone and shock them, but then you don't go through the wall, and you pull it back, and then you have to try to like kill your enemies on the other side with grappling versus
right.
Like, it could just, I don't know. I really hope some cool custom games come out of this equipment.
Can't agree more. And yes, Maddie, we talked about it at the beginning when it was shown off for the first time. Wonder if they could cut up the campaign map and open some of it as Forge World 2.0. Well, Brooks, if the leaks, because we don't normally talk about this stuff on the show, but there's a really big post that was made on Reddit or something about supposed leaks for Infinite, and one of the reasons why, again, this is according to the supposed leak, One of the reasons why Forge is being delayed is because this is really meant to be a full-blown one-to-one editor. Like, so much more expansive than what was previously thought of. Like, scripting, everything. So, just, I'm not spoiling anything. That's from a supposed leak. That this is supposed to be the most in-depth Forge experience that's ever been created. So,
look how good that BR looks.
Right? It looks, the whole thing looks really good now, to be honest. It looks so much better. So there was a lot happening in those last few scenes, but it's really just destroying a lot of shit. So let's just get back into it. Oh, go ahead.
Never mind. I don't see more than one piece of equipment equipped.
Nope.
At a time.
Correct. I also only see one. Let's go back just a couple 10 seconds here.
So actually there are dashes down there.
There are dashes. And we also see, this was one of my complaints within the flight, is that you only ever have 2 grenades equipped at one time. You see 4 equipped in this scene.
4 dashes underneath.
4 dashes. So that's where the 4 different key binds or controller binds for your grenades would come into play.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it, but it is what it is. And then also, yes, it looks like you have 4 different slots. In this case, I would say equipped, because I would imagine one gets added for each one you have equipped.
Yeah.
So it looks like they have 4 different types of equipment equipped at one time right now. 2 charges left in the thrust.
So in campaign, you really can do some things with the equipment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bigger sandbox, lots more things able to be done. So, absolutely. Good point to call that out, by the way. And in this case, it looks like they only have the one equipment equipped, which is the grapple shot. So, if we pay attention here for a second.
More details.
Notice how he has the grapple shot equipped right now? Just watch that.
He thrusted.
He thrusted. So, now, hold on. Because I thought I saw... Yeah, that's so weird. Because he does thrust. That's weird. That's weird, Will. That's really weird. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there was 5 categories, Brooks said. So like, are we saying that right now they have 2 equipped, as in the grapple shot, and then the line below is... But I don't... No, that can't be, because the grapple shot's highlighted. Because if you look...
Unless there's a separate key, like...
The keybind for
they
it.
They keybind something for use thrust and use grapple.
Sure. And Brooks says maybe the first 4 are equipped and then thrust doesn't count. Maybe thrust is its own thing. That it very well could be. Because thrust is an equipment in multiplayer.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not in the campaign. Because if you look here,
but when he thrusts at the brute with the hammer,
it used a charge.
It used a charge as equipment.
That's so fucking weird. Because also, if you look, the plasma grenade, right? The tick under the plasma grenade, the one that's highlighted, makes me believe that that is the plasma grenade tick. So it's equipped. Same thing with the grapple shot. So that is fucking weird. Okay, so anyway, he thrusts. It is what it is. Also, you can tell they probably have like a God mode thing on because he didn't die there when he probably should have.
Yes.
He had no shields and no health. All right, tank time, baby.
Do you see that? Could be useful, if you like that kind of thing.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, daddy.
How many clips are there going to be? Voice line clips.
So many.
So
many. So he destroys this. You also see that there are 2 indicators. You can see the yellow indicators. which are probably 2 more silos that need to be destroyed.
Sure.
Is what I'd imagine. Frumpy says might not be completely integrated in like Halo 5, et cetera, et cetera. Who knows? It might be a campaign only option, but that's because Will mentioned it, that it was an equipment earlier in the same video. It could be different builds.
It could be.
Yep. Because we've seen that before. They've said that before. Not with this video, but in others, but either way. Okay.
Halo Infinite allows us all to become Master Chief, doing what Spartans do best, defying the odds to take down the Banished.
So there's your battlefield moment.
Yep.
Okay. Same thing.
Yep.
But also, I just want to make point again, because we've talked about it before, but just watch the fucking draw distance on this, on everything that's taking place. Also, let's see about Poppin.
Halo Infinite allows us all to become Master
Don't really
Chief,
see it.
doing what Spartans do best, defying the odds to take down the Banished.
And look how expansive that shit is when he grapple shots up. Like, that's crazy.
Piece by piece. This won't be an easy fight. Master Chief will take on returning favorites and surprising new
What's that, Craig?
Oh my god. So, oh, I love it, Brooks. Cortuna, how strong is this thing? Chief, I heard it beats everything. One of the best lines ever in a Halo title.
Yeah.
It's so good. And I love how it's scripted so well that once you destroy the specific thing, there's another line that's added to the dialogue. It's so good. Halo 3, for those wondering. So we see here, new enemy type. And I think they even mention what it is.
Is it carrying a charge
like
rifle?
the Agile Skimmers.
Skimmers. And what'd you say?
It's carrying a charge rifle.
Yes, it is. Yep. It's carrying, and it shoots one of its teammates. So there's that.
I love it.
And it also looks like it's carrying a monitor
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Now, technically speaking, lore-wise, well, we'd have to get the Podcast Evolve guys on here, but 343 is not dead. Like, 343 Guilty Spark is not technically dead. So, who knows?
Is he back?
Who knows? But there's that. But I want to get the name one more time. So hold on.
And surprising new threats, like the Agile Skimmers.
Skimmer.
A sadistic Spartan killer named Jaga Erdamni.
Say goodbye.
Look out, Chief.
That's sick.
Whoa.
It's Master Chief's Grievous.
It's Master Grievous.
Yeah. Brooks did say one thing I didn't hear people say when she cheekily says returning favorites, aren't they in the same areas where we met? Craig, yes, that's exactly what I said. That was that area.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same one. And I think she meant returning favorites as in brutes.
Yeah,
because that's.
But, I think it was like here's Craig. Like,
oh, sure.
Here's your returning favorite.
Jesus Christ. Those are terrifying with those things, skimmers. Yeah, Darth. That was my other thought. Frumpy was Darth Maul. But I just love fucking Grievous. Fucking Grievous is amazing. All right, so new sword weapon type.
Is that gonna be like our
knife?
What was the one that was like crazy gave you camo? Or just a variant of the sword that you
Oh,
get to
the Prophet's Bane.
Yeah,
that's what you're talking
something
about.
like that.
But that looks like a cut off sword.
Yes.
So maybe that functions more like a Call of Duty knife, or it's like it is a one-hit kill, but you need to there's no lunge to this. You need to melee them and that's it.
I feel like we probably won't get to use those as Chief. I'm just saying.
So I really fucking hope we do, because we had this issue in 1 where Halo 1 introduced the energy sword. But you never got to use it until Halo 2. And I really hope that they don't do something like that, where no, this is part of the sandbox. Maybe it's like a legendary type weapon like you had in Halo 5, where you'd have these beefed up, the Warzone variants in campaign. You'd have to go find them though. But maybe this is an instance where, no, you defeat this boss, congratulations, you get this fucking awesome brand new weapon that you never had before. I don't know. I hope so, because I don't want a Halo 1 problem again.
Sure. Well, understand.
Frumpy says in Forge mode, baby. Very well could be. Brooks says, I think the song Cortana hums in the legendary Stinger ending of Halo 5 is this one. It's the same song Guilty Spark is humming when we are first introduced to him, implies a parallel in ideology between Cortana and Guilty Spark, or perhaps Guilty Spark has some significance to Cortana's current behavior. Who knows? The library, I believe, he hums it as you're killing all the flood. Oh, like when you're going room to room?
Mm-hmm.
He does hum a song. I didn't even think about that.
I remember that.
Fuck that level, by the way. Library sucks.
He looks
Angry.
And something even more threatening.
The Forerunner's lies are at an end. I am the harbinger of the truth. You are not the future.
Exploring the
So that's perfect.
That's
right there.
great.
That's a great shot right there.
Yes, it
Thank
is.
you, YouTube. Look at that ass though. So again, brand new enemy. From what I've been reading online, I'm not a big lore guy. Again, this would be great to have the Podcast Evolve crew talk about too. So make sure you go watch and listen to their show. But I think this was talked about as one of the San Shoyum or whatever the fuck they're called. They're what the fuck was it? I'm trying to remember if they said something about the precursors and not necessarily a Forerunner. I mean, not necessarily a Promethean, but like something of the precursor Forerunner type arc there. Let me see, because I don't. This was on Reddit. This was on
either
Twitter.
way. This might be leading to the bigger story here.
Yes, very well, very well.
Not just the banished on the ring, but the whole Cortana side of the story.
This seems like a much bigger baddie.
Yeah.
To the point where, and it's funny because we don't see anything about Escharum until at the end of the video.
Mm-hmm.
And besides like him in a hologram form that talked for like 2 seconds, you know? But like this, like what the fuck? Some mystical wizard type shit where she has the electricity in her hands.
Yeah.
And then, you know what this also reminded me of when I first saw this? When he broke through the tree and whatnot? It reminded me of like God of War.
Sure.
On the PS4.
Yep.
But yeah. Brand new enemy. We'll need more information on this motherfucker, but she seems mean. Brooks said, that's a Zora from Legend of Zelda. We don't need a lore boy for that. All right, well, you know, there you go. All right, continuing on.
Of the truth. You are not the future.
Exploring this vast and fractured world will put Spartan 117 to the ultimate test. But where there is courage, there is hope. Welcome to the new era of Halo.
Obviously a cutscene.
Is everyone trying to kill you?
It kind of seems like it.
You have no idea. So then we see Escharum at the end here. And
That looks so good.
last but not least, that was not in engine.
That was in game?
No, I mean that wasn't in game.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say that was
So don't people were saying, "Oh my god, Escharum looks so much better." That's not in game. Just want to put that out there. That was confirmed. And that's it.
there we go. We're back.
We're back. Let me do this real quick. Boop. And then boop. Cool. We're good there. So yeah. Will, overall thoughts?
Gosh, I posted on Twitter because
Yeah, I like said tweet.
yeah, I am a multiplayer person. I've never been Halo campaign first, and this one's got me jazzed.
Oh, fucking jazz,
I'm
bro.
like, I'm so excited for the campaign that I originally took time off of work just to play multiplayer, but I might be switching that.
I took it off to play campaign
campaign.
first.
I have 5 days off in a row. I don't know if I'm gonna sleep, people. It might just be
dude.
Halo all day, all the time, 24/7.
All I can hope is that my kid doesn't get sick. That's all I can fucking hope for.
I don't know. I just might You guys might see 24/7 stream from Will for 5 days. No, it's not gonna
5 days straight, ladies and gentlemen. You're hearing it here first.
What would that be? Because everyone's like, 24 hours.
No, you'd be dead. That's what it'd be.
No, I just leave the stream up and I go to bed.
Oh, you'd be like, what's his face?
I could
that
argue
did that?
just sleep in my chair.
Who did that? His name was oh my God, what was his name? Fuck.
Are you talking about like an actual big streamer or?
I mean, he became big because of this.
Well, that's like a lot of what the original Justin.tv people were. Was
right.
Like actually like live streaming their daily lives.
I forgot
they would stream themselves sleeping.
Yeah. I just forgot. But yeah, I'm glad this has you excited. I really am, because I saw this and I'm like, this just looks, I saw people talking about it and like, this is what I was hoping for, is like this is my childhood Halo. This is what I've wanted.
Yeah.
You know, this is, and you've heard Joseph talking about it, Joseph Satin. He was talking about it where this really feels like the culmination of everything that has happened over the years and finally bringing their true vision to what Halo could be to life. They finally have the tech and the time available to do it.
One thing I really like too is it is open world, but it's also a bit linear, right?
Yes.
You have the sections of the ring you're going to move through. And it gives that big world feel with still having direction. Sometimes that gets lost in like other open world games.
Yeah. Agreed. All right. I'm fucking stoked.
Yeah.
It's
It seems like a lot of people are really stoked about this.
It feels good. And we always talked about it where, oh man, this game's going to be fucking terrible. They had to delay it an entire year. I mean, I was very skeptical too. I was very skeptical because I'm thinking to myself, you can't fucking delay this game. Like, there's no way you can delay this game. Yet your box is launching. You got to sell the box. You like the box.
Yeah.
You got to have the big shit with the box. And then it didn't come and I'm like, oh no. And then it's like, no, if you take a step back, you sit back, you relax, you think about it in hindsight, that extra year can do a lot. And what we saw, and basically, really, realistically speaking, what we saw is not even going to be the final product either. There's going to be more polish after that. And it has me very excited. Very excited.
Agreed.
Curious, though, about two things, really. One, the whether or not the campaign's cross save is going to be taking place between Steam and other platforms, and then the thrust being used during that. Whether or not that was like this is an earlier build, we didn't have everything ironed out, or no, this is weird. So, who knows? But Will, with the topic completed, shall we move on to the regular news? Updates on the Xbox Series X mini fridge. Will, this is by John Friend. Production is ongoing. We're talking to Uconic, which is our partner, daily and working to expand availability. Pre-order is a start. This is not a limited edition. We've worked really hard to get pricing accessible so we can get lots of these around the world. Not stopping. Well, that's good because pre-order sold out in like a minute.
Yeah, it was quick.
Yes. So there's that. Even more Halo shit to buy. This is my Halo gear. There's a Halo Infinite Master Chief standee. Yeah. It's a cardboard standee, and that's sold out really soon too, like really quickly as well. So it's currently sold out, but I include the link anyway. And then we have prints, like art prints, cups, and more. There's a Nerf Needler, which is a limited edition. So I don't think they're going to be making many of them. So check that out if you want one. And there's also a new coin. So there's that too. Next up, celebrating 3 epic months of back-to-back blockbuster game launches on Xbox Game Pass. This is by Matt Booty, the head of Xbox Game Studios. And there's one point I wanted to include from this article, and it is, the Master Chief returns on December 8th with Halo Infinite. This is the Halo we imagined 20 years ago, finally come to life in the largest Halo game we have ever made. Halo Infinite will be available in Game Pass when it launches across Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Game Pass Ultimate members will also receive monthly multiplayer bonuses as part of the Perks program.
Nice.
Yes. So I imagine challenge swaps, double XP,
Yep.
that type of stuff. Maybe an exclusive skin. I doubt it.
I really doubt it too.
But I think challenge swaps and double XP boosts. That's an assumption. Halo Xbox 360 Online Services update. This is by Halo Support. They state, originally, Halo Xbox 360 Online Services were going to be sunset in December. This date has been moved back to January 13th, 2022. The affected games will remain playable indefinitely, but some experiences will be impacted. Please visit the link for a full explanation. It's included in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show. The Halo Community Update. This is by Snickerdoodle. Also, see you later, Frumpy. Have a great night. Halo 5 Guardians. Here we go. 6 years ago, almost to the day, Halo 5 Guardians debuted. Week after week, season after season, the teams have worked tirelessly to keep things moving like a well-oiled machine. However, as the saying goes, all good things must come to an end. And as such, I'm here to talk to you about Halo 5's final playlist updates, which will happen after Halo Infinite launches later this year. While saying goodbye to our weekly playlist updates is certainly difficult, we feel we've hit a good balance for everyone who may want to play Halo 5 after Halo Infinite's release. Our goal is to make sure that there's a variety, that the playlists are made healthy, and that you have the ability to complete your in-game commendations. When we launch Halo Infinite later this year, these are the playlists you can expect to find in Halo 5. For social, there's Quick Play, Super Fiesta Party, Big Team Battle, Big Team Super Fiesta, and Infection. In Ranked, there's Slayer, Team Arena, 2v2 Competitive, SWAT, Elimination, and Free-For-All. And then for Warzone, you have Warzone Firefight, Mythic Warzone Firefight, Warzone Warlords, and Warzone. Warzone will be the primary default, with Warzone Turbo and Assault added in at a lower weighting. We'll also be kicking off one final Ranked Arena season come December that will run indefinitely. We expect this to be the last playlist update for the foreseeable future, as our focus will be primarily on Halo Infinite. That said, we'll periodically reevaluate the health of playlists to ensure we continue to have a good experience for players looking to play online. As a reminder, Ranked Free-For-All is currently available for the rest of the month, not to mention that the treat that is double XP and Infection all month long. And next week, we'll be rotating in the fan favorite Castle Wars and the bombastic Warzone Turbo for the weekend. And that's it for the regular news. Got into the games to watch! It's one thing for you this week. It's the New York Subliners. They have their full roster announced. Will, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, you know what I'm going to do, because I didn't do it before and I feel like an asshole?
What are you doing?
I'm going to look up their Twitter account real quick.
Okay.
Give me a second.
What are you looking for?
Hold on. Give me a second. I just want to make sure I don't get this wrong. Why the fuck? Come on. How difficult is it?
You'd like the modem loading sound from like AOL Online?
Is Hydra on the team, yes or no?
I don't know.
Okay, because that's the one I don't want to get wrong. Maddie, is Hydra on your team or not? The reason I'm asking is because I think it's Hydra, but it's Neptune, Clayster, Crim 6, and
Hydra.
I got it right. I didn't even look it up. I'm so cool. Man, look at me. But yeah, the confirmed roster is Neptune, Hydra, Clayster, and Crim 6. Clayster and Crim coming back together again.
Wasn't there some contention with those two?
I mean, there was contention with that Dallas Empire roster for felt like forever. Yeah. See, I felt like it really sucked that Clay got dropped. But I mean, you have the younger talent and then you have the guy who's won the most.
Yep.
So like, what do you do? Clay, I'm sorry. Look like you're kind of the odd man out there. I didn't want you to be dropped, but it is what it is.
But they're coming back together. They
are.
I mean, it's, to be honest, I'm not too excited about Vanguard, but still going to watch the competitive play.
Yes.
Glad to see Neptune land on a team.
Yes.
And with Clay and Crim can hopefully do big things. I'm not too well versed with Hydra. Not sure how
Maddie can probably speak more to that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Could be a dynamite roster.
I do like the way the roster looks on paper. Or on Google Doc, for that matter. That's it for Cotton Over Games Watch. Will, it's time for Will's Adventures with the Nailovers and Other Games too. It's the spooky season, Will.
Shit, we didn't do anything for Halloween this year.
It's okay, Will.
On Monday? Yeah. Because it's Sunday, then Monday.
Uh-huh.
November 1st.
We can do our spooky show on November 1st.
Okay.
You gonna dress up?
Oh,
I'm going to.
I don't have anything.
I got Master Chief shit.
Well, of course, but I don't want to. I don't know.
Find something. What are you gonna be for Halloween this year?
I have nothing.
Shit.
I just didn't plan anything.
But didn't you dressed up for something
This year?
Yes.
Yeah, that wasn't my stuff.
Fuck. Okay. Never mind then.
Anyway, video games.
Hold on. I got to give myself credit here because Brooks says, I love how you bring it every time. You're welcome. I gotta do it live.
Yep.
Oh my God, Maddie.
I also
Jesus
loved that
Christ.
I just yelled, Maddie, who is he on your team? And he rips.
Oh yeah, he's great. He's just on. He's right there. Maddie says the only question is who are the subliners going to beat in the finals at champs? Shut the fuck up, Maddie. Jesus Christ.
Hey, they got some work to do. We'll see.
Also, Maddie, I can't believe you're a fucking Cowboys fan. I can't. I don't understand that at all. Like, how are you not how are you like the subliners? So why are you not a Giants or a Jets fan? New York?
Just type Merca.
I mean, like, why are you? You're so confusing, man. How
maybe
the
that's
fuck
his
do you
goal.
like the Cowboys?
Maybe that's his goal.
I like Dak a lot. Don't get me wrong. I think Dak is a phenomenal quarterback, and he's a humble dude. Like, I like Dak a lot. And I have nothing against the fucking Cowboys. Maddie says, my dad was a Cowboys fan, so I just followed suit. All good. Understandable. You like the Blackhawks?
Get out, Maddie. Get
God.
out. I can't.
All right, Maddie, you're no longer. We no longer want you to be summoned when we call out your name.
Just kidding.
Although we do appreciate it. No, I don't blame you for liking the Cowboys. And they're having a good season so far.
Right?
So
You like what you like.
Exactly. Go ahead, Will. What'd you play?
Video games.
Video games.
Played a little bit of MCC for the tour.
The tour.
I lasted through Halo 1 and like 5 minutes of Halo 2.
It's okay. I almost dropped out of Reach. I had such a fucking bad time.
I played some F1 2021.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Speed race cars.
They made it like harder than F1 2020. More, just more is involved, and it's tough. It's tough. I spin out a lot.
You Maz spin?
Yes. Played some NHL 22.
Chell?
Some Chell.
The fucking Chell?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
It's fine.
Oh, no.
I played by myself. Maybe that was the problem.
We're having a bad time with games this week.
I did.
But what about the last one?
Played Splitgate. I don't like their oddball game mode.
What's it called?
Oddball.
Is it? Of course it is. Of fucking course it is.
The problem is there's no grenades, right?
Right. You have the one to destroy enemy portals, but that's it.
So the strat is, like, a lot of these maps have like lower areas that are like tunnels, right?
Yes.
So you just control those tunnels. There's no grenades to flush you out. And person with the oddball just literally runs around, and it's a one-hit melee with the oddball. So
no.
You just run around with the oddball. My favorite thing I did, I held the oddball for our team on one game, and I was in this, like, it was a square, and it had like a plus in the middle, right, for pathways.
Okay.
So you could run around the outside or within the plus.
Sure.
And I put my portals in random spots, and I was literally just running around down there, like, not paying attention to anything, and like a guy would come through one of the entrances to the square, and I just whack and keep on running.
Oh
and
my
that's
God.
all I did for the whole game. No real skill involved. I just ran my ass off, always held the ball, and would just hop through random portals down there and get melee kills consistently. And we won the match that way.
Jesus Christ. So it needs to be tuned is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Brooks says, I played Splitgate one night and thought about that. There was no going back. No one going back. What do you mean?
Not sure. I'm not sure what he's saying there either.
It's bad when even Brooks can organically pick up the strat in his first and only night of play.
Sure.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yep. So it gets oddball just needs to be tuned, or there needs to be some sort of grenades or something to push people out of those areas.
Yes, we're talking about Splitgate. Yes, we are. You are 100% listening, sir.
But yeah, that's, I believe, all I played for the week.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's it. What about yourself, sir?
So played MCC for the tour.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say that I realized how much, and I've even said, I think Bloom has been tuned well in the flights that we played for Infinite. Okay, I've said it multiple times. While I don't like it, I feel it's been tuned well enough. But holy fucking moly, do I hate it in Reach. I was so salty throughout the entire hour of that game. From the moment it started to the moment it ended. Regardless of placing, I think I got third. Like, regardless of placing in that game, I fucking hated it. Let's break it down. So, for Halo 1...
Oh, God.
I'm not going to go through all of them, like all the placings. But for Halo 1, I took third, Brooks took second, and Davey Wavy took first. For Halo 2, Mia took third, Brooks took second, and believe it or not, I took first in a game that I did not consider myself very good in. So that was surprising. But again, it's FFA. It's about stealing kills, so who gives a shit? For Halo 3, Snag, who joined for that singular game, put on a clinic, and he got third. I came in second, and Brooks came in first. Also, I should have stated, because I forgot to say it, and I bet Brooks is saying it right now. He didn't say it, but I did ball out in Halo 2. Thank you very much. Actually, Brooks and Dave tied in Halo 1.
Yes.
Yes. But technically, so Dave had an extra kill, but he committed suicide.
And then he had a lower death count.
Yes.
So that's what gives him that first place.
But in terms of like score, they were technically tied. But there's that. So yeah, Halo 3, Brooks took first. In Halo Reach, I wanted to cry, but I took third. Mia took second. She absolutely just... We talk about Pistola a lot. On how he's the wizard and how he's able to get away from certain situations and stay alive. Mia was like Super Saiyan Pistola in a sense where no, you're not winning. You're not winning against her in that scenario. No fucking way. And then Brooks took first. And then finally in Halo 4, which it was funny because people were like, don't worry, Josh, your game is coming up. Don't worry about it. And so I wanted like a redemption arc coming into 4. So like, let's just say I was the meme of the whole, I'm this, okay? Yeah. I'm this playing for all the other games. This is me in Halo 4, okay? I leaned the fuck in. And it turned out that Brooks and I tied in terms of score, but he had less deaths than me, so he took first. But yes, we tied in terms of score, and Mia got third as well. So it was just fucking insane. And then Brooks said, I leaned in because you leaned in. Dude, Halo 4, knowing it was the last one, knowing it was one that I was decent at, yeah, I wanted to really, really try. Like, I wasn't not trying for all the other games, but I really wanted to hone in on 4. But either way, so for final stats here, Justin coming in third place overall, myself coming in second overall, and Brooks coming in first overall. And also something I wanted to say, something I'm very proud of, because Brooks is a way better player than I am, and I want to toot my own horn here for a second. In terms of kills across all titles, Brooks had 42 more kills than me.
Yeah.
Overall. So I feel pretty fucking good about that. You know? I feel pretty good. Thank you, Brooks. Thank you very much. Thank you. But you are just like way up there. So it really felt good. But yeah, Dave had an overall better KD. So I had third place, Dave had second, and Brooks, of course, had first. Total assists, Justin had the most assists with over 400.
Kills were stolen a lot.
Yes. Next closest was Brooks with almost 100 less. So like Justin had like holy shit. In terms of overall KDA, again, it was myself, then Dave, then Brooks.
Being yourself third, Dave second, Brooks first.
Correct. And then let's see here. Yeah. Then you had total deaths and average placing. And there is that. Brooks, I want to give you an extra special shout out here too for putting all together those stats. Thank you so much for doing that. Greatly appreciate it. I did the stats on Justin's assists. He was 2 standard deviations above the average. It's fucking insane, dude. Snag, next time I'll be there from the get. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's go. And we will be doing more. But this was like the swan song to get rid of MCC forever. Especially Reach. Fuck that. But I'm glad we did it. It was fun overall. It was fun. Like I said, I was a salty little bitch throughout the entire Reach. So I apologize for that. But no, overall it was good. What does a Tour to Infinite look like anyway? Same thing. It's more than, well, actually, it'll be like our original with Halo 2.
It'll be one map, first to 1,000 kills.
Yes. Unlimited time.
Unlimited time.
The first to 1,000 kills wins. That's it.
Yeah, that's a true tour. It was what, Halo 2 midship, first to 1,000 kills before.
Yep. And so what we were going to do, well, we based it off of, do we do 200 kills per game in MCC and just stop when somebody hits 200, or do we go for an hour long for each game? And it was decided overall majority that we did an hour long each game. So that's that. No break? Yeah, no break.
Yeah, no break. You go, if you have to go to the bathroom, you're just
put your
AFK.
controller down and put your controller down and go, or mouse and keyboard and just walk away. But yeah, that's what the original Tour de Walsh is. Unlimited time, 1,000 kill FFA. That's it. And we did that originally.
It was, isn't it usually limited to 8 players?
Yeah. Full FFA lobby. Did you guys watch the Gauntlet back in the day? Yeah, way back, yeah. Had the pleasure of joining a Walshy FFA as a aspiring young lad. Holy smokes. Holy moly, more like it, Snag, right? That's got to be insane. That dude's fucking incredible. All right, and then I also played some Splitgate. I played two games, I think.
Yeah.
But I thoroughly enjoyed it because, like you said before, when you first start playing, MMR isn't really taken into account.
No.
Is what it seems.
Yeah.
So you're playing against fucking scrub lords. So like I was just, whoo!
Yeah.
I was hitting shots. I was hitting snipes that like made me feel like I was playing Halo 5 again. That's the type of shit that I was hitting. And I'm like, I'm feeling on top of the goddamn world.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know that I'm like bottom totem pole. But that felt awesome. The game just feels good to play. I was playing on console. And then I'm also diving a little bit back into Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Just as like a mundane, like I just want to step away from a little bit, play something I can play for 5-10 minutes and walk away from. But that's it. That's all I played. Will, let's get into some shout-outs. Shout out to everyone who joined in the Tour de Walsh. That included Davey Wavy, Goalie Sniper, High Tech Redneck Shot, Brooks, Snag, and Cetra, or Mia in this case. Thank you guys very much. And again, a special thank you to Brooks for all the stats there, and a special thank you to Davey Wavy for organizing the entire thing as well. Yeah. Overall, it was fun. Reach sucked balls. Shout out to everyone who followed and subbed during the live show. That includes the 5 gifted from Brooks. Brooks with his subscription as well. And Frumpy with the 100 bits. Thank you guys so very much for all that. Greatly appreciated. And then during the Tour de Walsh, we had Snag with the resub and Jordan with the resub as well. Thank you guys very much. Oh, and Silas with the gifted sub to Maddie. So you guys are awesome. Thank you all so very much. Community creations, Halo memes every day, reddit.com/r/Halo memes. Check that out. Clips of the week, number 128 by High Tech Redneck. That is live right now on YouTube. Go check that video out. And then I want to give another special shout out to Justin, aka Goalie Sniper. Shot put out a tweet saying like, hey, does anybody know where I can get like custom helmets and whatnot from Halo or whatever it may be? And Justin found a guy named Brian Johnson who does commissions for that type of stuff. So like Halo props and whatnot. So go check that out. Oh, is episode 6 out now? Oh, tomorrow. And then we have the Halo Survival fan-made audio drama series, episode 6 coming out tomorrow. This is by Podcasts Evolved featuring your boy, Will, a.k.a. I'm Mr. Mayhem.
Please go check it out. Please. The whole series is phenomenal.
You're phenomenal.
It's even if it's something to throw on while you're working. 6 episodes. So this is the final episode tomorrow. And it takes place leading up to the events of Halo Infinite. So please go check it out. It's good stuff. A lot of hard work went into this show. Fan made. There's no real, it was good. It was a great experience. So go check it out. Leave us a review on the Podcast Evolved videos as well.
Hold on one second. I'm going to find the link to the first episode. I'll post it in the chat real quick.
Okay, got it. So Brooks, what is that? It was written by one of the Podcast Evolved crew, and it is a basically mini series, just that takes place on Zeta Halo, and I was involved as one of the voice actors, and yeah, last episode comes out tomorrow. Project I was very happy to work on. So
fuck yeah! Link to the first episode is included in the chat.
I believe it is a fan fiction, not
Yes.
necessarily tied directly into the storyline, the 343 storyline, but
Yes.
it is something.
And next week, too, will include links to all the episodes so you can watch / listen to them all.
There we go.
So there's that. Will, that's it for the community creations. Would you mind, and that really means it's it for the show. So please, without further ado, plug the show.
As always, you can find us on your favorite podcast services. Just search for HCS Pro Talk, whether you're on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, or any other platform like
Pocket Cast.
Find HCS Pro Talk on your favorite podcast services.
Pocket Cast. Not an ad.
Hey, join our Discord. A lot of great discussion goes on between the episodes, between shows. You might get info ahead of time on what we're working on for the next episode or working on in the future, or just jump in to talk to some people about some Halo. That's where we also do like voice channels for play dates. If anyone just wants to chat too, whatever you want, it's in the Discord.
And we will be at Raleigh. But Justin made it a point, Goalie Sniper made it a point to say that he's going to be in the voice chat of the Discord all weekend long during the event. So if you guys want to shoot the shit about the tournament, talk about the plays that are happening, watch it together, please join the Discord, join Justin when he's in there, and just talk about everything that's going on.
I will attempt to get on camera at some point, so be on the lookout for me. I don't know, waving my arms, something.
Oh yeah, we could
broadcast.
We could even try to do, like, depending upon how the cell quality is there, we could try to do a little live streaming too, just of like the event. Like,
that would
just
be tough. That would be tough. We could try, but
Yeah.
that'd be tough.
I think anything is better than nothing.
Find us on social media: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I don't know. I always am confused if let's just do that. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, social media. It's your standard social media platforms. Then video platforms. We are on YouTube and Twitch. We're live right now. If you didn't know, for those listening at home, come check us out on Twitch. Mostly every Monday at 7 p.m. Central. VODs will be uploaded to YouTube along with other content. And then don't forget about hcsprotalk.com. Check out everything HCS Pro Talk there.
Yes.
And then don't forget about the fine folks over at Podcast Evolved. We have our own page at Podcast Evolved now too.
We do.
So if you want to find HCS Pro Talk, you can also go to halopodcast.com, which is your home for Halo.
Your home for Halo?
And if you want to check out the Podcast Evolved cruise shows, they have one called Podcast Evolved, Mission Debrief, Book Club, Build with Blocks, and Halo Headlines. Go check them out, please. Great group over there at Podcast Evolved.
To even add on top of that, like we mentioned earlier when we were breaking down the Halo campaign overview, please, if you want to learn about these enemies and everything that's going on there as well in terms of a lore aspect, like we can't really dive into because we're not knowledgeable in that regard, go check out Podcast Evolved's show. Watch that. They're going to be breaking it down too. They're going to talk about everything that you saw. You're going to talk about the new enemy types and so on and so forth. So please go check them out. Get all that content. It's almost time, man. Almost fucking time. Oh, whew, can't wait. What's up, Damo? How's it going? Or Damo? Apologize if I mispronounce it. But welcome. Yo. Hello. Brooke says, I'll see you there, a daily with my name on the back of my shirt and jersey or whatever. We'll cross paths. Hey, we're giving out free hugs if you want one. If you're into that type of thing, you know. I'm a hugger. So, yeah. Yep.
Maybe not me so much. Hug Josh.
I won't touch you.
Air hugs?
Sexually.
Oh, wait.
That's reserved for Will.
Careful. Oh,
So.
my God.
Brooke says, oh, I am. Fuck yeah, baby. Let's go. But yeah, I'm super fucking excited. I'm super excited to see everybody. It's going to be a great time. Will's very first event. It's
my first actual Halo event.
It's going to be one to remember. All right, Brooks, we'll talk to you later as well. All right, Will. I guess with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for episode 206 of HCS Pro Talk. If you're watching live, thanks so much for tuning in live to the live show. If you're checking out the VOD or you're checking out the audio version, thank you all so much. Regardless of how you're watching, how you're listening, the time of day, the time of night, whatever it is, the fact that you're even consuming this means a shit ton. So thank you so much for that. Infinite is right around the corner. We can't wait. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We hope you enjoy the rest of your night, the rest of your week. We'll be back next week to talk about some more stuff that happens. Also, Will, we should say, what is the topic for next week's show?
Yeah. So, as I mentioned on last week's episode, we kind of want to know what your ideas were for competitive modes that may rotate into competitive in the future. Or maybe you want to just some arena modes too. I guess it doesn't matter. What modes do you want to see in Infinite? It didn't happen this week because we forgot.
Yeah, I forgot.
There was the tour and then this video came out today, but we also forgot to post in the Discord because life.
Yeah.
So we're going to do it this coming week. So what game modes do you want to see in Halo Infinite's multiplayer? And we'll discuss next week.
Yes. And if you're not in the Discord, like we said, please join it up. But also you can leave a comment on the YouTube video. You can shoot us a message on Twitter. You can do whatever if you want to be included in the conversation. You can tune in the live show. Just get your thoughts out there. What do you want to see? So with that, actually, that's going to do it for episode 206 of HCS Pro Talk. Again, thank you so much for listening and watching. However you may be listening and watching. We'll be back next week to talk about what you want to see for Halo Infinite. But until then,